Hi, everybody, and welcome in. Welcome here if you're new. Welcome to Blooming Woman. And for all my returning subscribers, welcome back into another video. Today's video, I'm going to be bringing you all the intuitive messages for your mid-month, okay? This is going to be messages for the entire collective, okay? And it's going to be for your mid-month. So from today all the way till January 30th. We're going to see what's in store for everybody as a collective, okay? What type of energies are coming in? What type of messages are coming in? What type of experiences are going to be happening on a broad spectrum as a collective, all right? So I will be using my cards to bring this intuitive messages to you. And once again, I want to welcome everyone here. If you're new here, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see all of my spiritual messages and my spiritual guidance and wellness videos. And yeah, so let's get into it. Today I'm going to be using multiple different decks, okay? So I'm going to make sure that these intuitive messages are very diverse. And you know, we can read with anything, right? We can read with shells. We could literally take a piece of paper that's plain, scrunch it up, throw it, and then read like based off of what comes to you. But I like to use cards. So we're going to see what we have in store as a collective. All right. Wherever you are. Okay. And I'm also just going to go ahead and set the tone right so we can go ahead and just clear up some energy and make sure that we can all just kind of tune in and really have a blank slate and really tune into everything, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and clear the energy in the room. And if you're watching this and you're have no distractions going on, just close your eyes and breathe gently. And if you're watching this and you have headphones in, you might want to take them out because it could be too loud for you. All right. Okay. And I'm also just going to take a moment to send some Reiki energy to everyone who's watching right now. So you can just continue to close your eyes or open your eyes, do whatever you want, just relax. Okay, so I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys could feel it. I do have to turn my stove off really quick, and then I'm gonna get into the messages for your mid-month. Okay, I'm sorry I left my my stove on with my tea. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I'm coming right back. Just some marshmallow tea. Now it's super concentrated because it was on the stove for so long. I got the little rhinoceros thing there. So yeah, guys, next week is going to be, you know, especially if you're living in the US, if you're not, if you're living in Africa right now, you guys are so lucky. We're all trying to make it there, especially us African Americans. Most of us are trying to get out of here because we're seeing that it's not really a place that is built for us to really live fairly and freely. You know, what's the saying? There's a saying that goes, the American dream is only a dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. I forgot who said that, but I would quote them. But somebody said that the American dream is only a dream because you have to be asleep to believe it, right? So let's talk about the Tippecanoe curse before I get into the reading. So the Tippecanoe curse is actually something that took place in like 18 something something. It's a battle that happened between the European Americans, they're Europeans, and the Native American Indians. And this took place in Tippecanoe, Indiana. And what happened is this was a battle to basically fight for land. And basically, every 20 years or 18 years, I forget the exact number, but Jupiter and Saturn come into conjunction. And what happens during that 20-year cycle in the US presidential, it's called the Tippecanoe curse. Something bad usually happens during that 20-year cycle to one of the presidents that are running. This is a real curse. You know what I'm saying? Since that battle, that Tippecanoe battle, this is a real curse that has happened every single 20 years. And every time Saturn and Jupiter are conjunct, something crazy and unexplainable happens in the US presidential election. And we are in that cycle right now. So that's why I say next week's going to most likely be kind of crazy, okay? It has repeated itself. History has repeated itself. And whew, and that's just what it is, okay? But those are the facts for you. And now you know if you didn't. So let's see. Also, you guys, I did post inside of the community tab. I post inside of the community tab to show you guys all of the new items that I have on my online store, my handmade necklaces. So if any of you guys want to purchase that, there's only 5 and one of them already got sold. So if you're interested in that, visit bloomingwoman.com. And I'm going to stop yapping now and welcome everyone in. And let's see what we have from January 15 until January 30th, okay? And for those of you tuning in right now, I'm probably going to timestamp this so that people can skip straight into the start of this. Peace and blessings, everybody. So we're going to see what we have in store. Let's see what messages are coming in for the collective. From January 15th all the way till January 13th. Just going to make sure these are shuffled really good. One more shuffle. Okay, I can already feel that it's going to be intense. I feel like it's going to be a joke. But at the same time, there's going to be some serious stuff happening. Let's see what we have for... Mid-month for the collective. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, just one more card here, and that's going to be, we're going to start these messages coming in. Alrighty, so, yes, history is going to definitely be repeating itself, especially like I said, next week. We have memories coming up, something that's repeating itself, some type of history, some type of memory, okay? Now what happens to us, I don't have space here now. Now what happens to us on a collective level also impacts what happens to us on a personal level. What happens inside of our society also impacts what happens to us on a personal level, because we're moving in one with the cosmos, okay? We're all living on the same home. So for the next couple of weeks, the intuitive messages that are coming in for everybody is going to be to make sure that you guys are definitely tap into your intuition, tap into your psychic abilities, tap into your personal power, okay? There's going to be some type of event. I feel like this event is going to be in connection with Uranus energy, okay? So it's going to be in connection with Uranus energy. Uranus energy is about change. So there's going to be some type of major change next week, okay? This major change, you can feel it coming now. This is going to be a great major change. When we think about the Uranus planet and what that planet is all about, Uranus is about like a lightning bolt that just strikes. And lightning, when you look at it from synchronicities, if you see lightning, especially if you see lightning going horizontally, lightning definitely does represent change. If you see lightning going horizontally inside of your life, it is a message to tell you that you need to change something, or something in your life needs to change, some type of habit, some type of thing. But this on a collective level, something is going to change, and it might shake things up a little bit. But you are being asked, what's going to help you through these changes is going to be your connection to the moon element. And that's going to be all about your intuitiveness. That's going to be your ability to feel emotions. And that's going to be your divine feminine energy, okay? So your divine feminine energy, your ability to know what's right and wrong, your ability to pay attention to your intuition, and your ability to basically stand in the middle of a storm and not be shooken. Stand in the middle of a storm and just not move. Your ability to tap into that energy. That is the energy that you're going to need now and moving on towards the weekend and moving on towards next week, okay? Some type of accomplishment is going to be achieved, okay? A lot of people right now are focusing on their goals. They're focusing on a goal or some type of achievement that is really dear to their heart. This is also going to be on a collective level as well. Some type of goal, some type of achievement is going to be accomplished. But I'm picking up on this as some type of trickery where someone is playing a game, like a magic trick, okay? Somebody's playing a magic trick, they're playing a game, and they're accomplishing that trick. They've accomplished that that magic show, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. So there's going to be accomplishment on the collective level of some type of magic show, trick, okay? And that is going to be for next week. Something is going to be successful in terms of that on a collective level. And that has to deal with what's going to shake things up and make change, okay? So there's also going to be a calling for a lot of people to release patterns inside of their life, to release patterns inside of their lives that have been there for a long time, that have been ingrained into them. Patterns, things, ways of living, ways of doing, ways of being, ways of thinking, ways of routines, okay? Routines, how you do things routinely. Something about that is going to be released and something about that is going to need to change on a collective level, okay? On a collective level, it could be something that is in your thought process, your thought patterns. It could be something that is going to be in relation to certain emotions that you always go to. It could be some type of ideal or some type of thing that you always do on a routinely manner, okay? It's something that is almost robotic. It's something that's almost automatic that you're so accustomed to doing. That is going to have to be released, okay? That is definitely going to have to be released. And because one of the cards that popped here is erosion, okay? And erosion, what happens when something takes erosion is just like a crystal kind of crystallizing, okay? It's basically like a bunch of dead trees fall on each other over millions and millions and millions of years. And they make all of these different lines, okay? All of these different lines and all of these different patterns is what happens with erosion. So on a collective level, some type of pattern that people are used to being, some type of pattern that people are used to doing, to seeing, to knowing, they're ready to release it and step into new territory. And they're ready to release it and step into a new territory that has to deal with air element, okay? Collectively, that's going to be technology, that's going to be communication, that's going to be your ability to have ideas, your ability to be creative, okay? So you guys are going to be implementing new ideas to get rid of the old ideas that you hold on to from past times. This is going to be the collective being, okay? Getting rid of old ideals, getting rid of old ideas, and getting rid of your own personal old ideas. This is the advice, is to get rid of your own personal ideas as opposed to falling for the trickery that's going to occur next week, okay? So it's about having your own personal ideals and your own personal new things that you want to implement in your life and old things that you want to release inside of your life, and not falling for the new patterns that the government and that people in power and control are going to trick you to try and to do, okay? There is going to be a success next week with trickery when it comes to the government. There is going to be some type of success with some type of change or some type of major like storm and major change that they want to occur next week that is going to happen. Now, on a on an advice level, make sure that you're choosing what change you're doing in your own personal life. Okay. So on a collective level with the government and people in power, it is going to be having to do with technology. It is going to be having to do with the way that they get their news out, the way that they get their speeches out, the way that they get their communication out. Okay. And then this is going to basically feel like a whole different dimension. It's going to be like a whole different world. So we're going to be stepping into a whole new world of being, of thinking, of doing, new ideals, new things, new patterns. New things are going to be thrown into your face of how the new normal should be, of how things should be from now on. That's going to take strong effect and reach a peak next week. It's going to be a lot of influence on how things should be now, okay? And it's going to be up to you to understand what should and should not be in your own personal life, okay? So there is going to be something that's going to come to an end, and it's going to decay. And that is going to be underneath the Tempest card. And the Tempest card was about that big major change. Now, this is insane, all right? So basically what this is explaining right here is the Tippecanoe curse that I was talking to you guys about. The Tippecanoe curse is that curse that that battle that happened back in the day when the English Americans came over and they fought in Tippecanoe, Indiana. They fought at that location. They fought against the Native Americans, the natives, okay? And since that time, every time 20-year cycle, US presidential 20-year cycle, there's a curse where something decays. There's a curse where something goes bad in the presidential election. And we are in that time right now. Okay. And the two cards that popped out right next to each other underneath the major change that's going to occur, emotional change that's going to occur, is cosmos and decay. Okay, cosmos, Saturn, Jupiter. This is the conjunction that occurs on that 20-year cycle. Decay. I don't know if I have to explain that more than that, because with all the dangers that is happening right now, with all the, snipers having to watch over the real snipers because they don't trust those snipers for the presidential election, all kinds of weird stuff, when really all you guys have to do is go ahead and Skype it, and you don't even have to worry about that. But they're not doing that. So there is some type of trickery that is going to be succeeded next week, okay? So moving on, there is going, right after the decay, there's destruction. So like I said, this is really heavy energy. This is the energy of something decaying. This is the energy of something very karmic. This is the energy of something destructing, something that you thought was going to thrive, or that you thought was going to be, is going to destruct itself. And like I said, this is on a collective level. This is not someone's personal life. This is not a personal reading. So do not take this message and take it like something in your life is going to decay or destruct. This is a collective reading right now. All right. So please don't take it that the wrong way. Okay. After that destruction occurs, there's going to be a lot of mystery. There's going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of anguish. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of confusion. And within that confusion, a lot of people who are in touch with their divine feminine energy, a lot of people who are in touch with their moon energy, a lot of people who are in touch with their water element type of energy, and their intuition and their ability to feel what is right and what is wrong, their ability to know what is right and what is wrong, what is fake and what is real. Those people, by the end of the month, you guys that are capable of doing that, which I know a lot of people who are viewing me right now are empaths, and you have that ability. You guys are going to have an even stronger connection to what it is that you're needing to do, what it is that you're supposed to do, and what it is that you're supposed to succeed in this lifetime. This whole event that's going to happen next week is going to push you into the right direction. Those of you who are conscious and those of you who are in tune with what is right and what is wrong are going to be able to be even more in connection with your soul and your soul's purpose. Instead of having your mind drift away and take the driving wheel, you're going to let your soul take the way. And that's not by action. That's by letting your mind learn to listen, because the soul doesn't speak, right? So all you have to do is listen. And then you could feel. So, like I said, it's going to be really karmic. Some people might be struck by it, some might not be. But on a collective level, we're living in a big bubble of energy. So all the things that occur does affect other people inside of one's environment, okay? So let me go ahead and pull out a major advice card. And I'm actually going to go ahead and section this one out. I'm going to section the advice cards for fire signs, air signs, water, and earth, okay? And we're going to see what the major advice is. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I definitely don't want anyone to be fearful or, like, this is an important message. This is important times we're living in. But like I said in my last live, as long as you're in tune with what your purpose is, as long as you value yourself, as long as you know right from wrong, and you're not going to fall for something that is not real, then you're going to be fine. So let's see what the major advice card or guidance card is for the fire element signs. And this is going to be Sagittarius's, Aries, and Leo's, based off of the Gregorian zodiac, not the ancient Egyptian one, but the Gregorian zodiac. Let's see what major advice from the 15th to the 30th of January, 2021. Okay, fire signs, collectively, you guys are being told to make sure that you devote yourself to what it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, whatever it is that you want to do in life, whatever it is you feel your purpose is in this present moment, okay? This is about being present in this moment for you guys. Devote yourself completely. Remember that you are a warrior and your devotion attracts resources and support. So your ability to devote yourself into what it is that you want to succeed in, your ability to give your time and your energy into what it is that you prioritize and what it is that you feel like is of importance to you, will attract resources, and it will attract the support that you are seeking. I'm feeling that you fire signs are seeking support and resources, and you have to be able to devote yourself to it. In order to win the battle, you cannot retreat, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what we have for the earth signs based off of the Gregorian calendar. I'm sorry, the Gregorian zodiac signs, not the ancient Egyptian ones, which we will be learning soon. I don't want to get anyone too excited, but I will have a scholarly special person come in to teach all of us the ancient Egyptian zodiac signs and what your zodiac sign is through there. Because once I learn it completely, I'm not going to turn back, and I'm going to change everything into primarily African-based astrology. But for now, let's see what we have for the earth signs. That's going to be your Tauruses, Capricorns, and Virgos. Major guidance card for the 15th to 30th of January. You guys are being told to be very discerning of your time, okay? During this time, for all of you earth signs, you're being told to watch what it is that you say yes and no to. Only say yes if it's like a really, 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 really like hell yes. If somebody offers you something, if you have an opportunity that comes to you, if you want to give your time and energy into something, only do it if it makes sense. Only do it if it is in alignment with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Basically, you guys have to have boundaries. You have to have some type of you got to be able to say, whoa, wait, that's too much. Okay, I've put too much of my energy in here, and I need to give back energy to myself. You have to be discerning of the people you let in your life, the energies you let in your life, the ideas you let in your life. You have to make sure that you're putting and directing your energy into the right things. I'm picking up that you guys might have some type of major decision that you may have to make. And there could be anxiety surrounding that decision, but I feel like you guys are going to come to make the right decision. And I feel like don't overthink it. It's something where there is no right or wrong answer, because you're going to know what's best for you. So for all of those earth signs, okay, that's going to be your Tauruses, Capricorns, and your Virgos. From the 15th through the 30th, your major guidance card is going to be discerning of the energy that you give out. Stay focused. And don't be afraid to say no. You don't have to accept every offer that comes to you, because a better one could be right around the corner. And you can still accept offers. I'm not saying don't accept offer, guys. I'm just saying that make sure that that offer or that energy or that entity or that person is in alignment with what it is that you want in your life. So let's go ahead and see what the major guidance card is for the air elements. Okay, that's going to be Libras, that's going to be your Geminis, and that's going to be your Aquariuses. I know there's a lot of Aquariuses. Did we do Aries yet? I have already did Aries. You can rewind to what Aries like complete. I basically grouped them from fire element to earth element, water element, air element, but this entire reading has been a collective reading, okay? So you might actually want to start it from the beginning. So let's see, what is the major guidance card for Libras, Aquariuses, and Geminis? Major guidance card. Are you guys ready for the, are you guys ready to move forward? I'm feeling. Okay. Wow. Wow. So for all of the air elements, you guys, your major guidance card from the 15th of January all the way till the 30th of January is going to be to focus on your ability to be your own source of abundance, is to basically be your own boss, okay? You're being asked to be your own boss. You're being asked to believe in your ability to create financial stability for yourself. Okay, so this is about being independently financially stable. This is about really having a strong belief system in your abilities to create resources and to create abundance for yourself. This is about entrepreneurship. This is about entrepreneurship, okay? This is about relying on yourself to get things done, okay? Nobody's going to do it for you guys. You have to do it for yourself, okay? And I'm not saying that in a sense that you guys think that someone's going to do it. No, I'm just saying that you're going to have to do it for yourself, okay? You guys actually got two messages that came in, and the other message is to love your body and love every inch and part of yourself. This is about loving yourself, loving who you are fiercely, and appreciating the woman inside of your life. So a lot of you are going to have to tap into your divine femininity. A lot of you are going to have to tap into just sharing love to the woman inside of your life. That includes yourself if you are a female. If you're not a female, share love to your mother, share love to your daughter, share love to your animals. If it's a female, you know, they still give birth. They still go through that feminine process of going through labor, and they still hold that female embodiment. So just give love and give thanks to basically whatever nurtures you is the deeper understanding of this. Give love and give thanks to those that nurture you, okay? And make sure that you love yourself. And empowerment. Some of you are going to be even possibly focusing on empowering other women in order to create abundance for yourself. Some of you are going to be focusing on actually going into the field of maybe womb wellness things, of maybe uplifting females, or just being a boss of some kind of leader, a female boss, a female entrepreneur, a female figure that people can look up to, that is creating their own abundance for themselves or achieving their dreams, okay? So make sure that you believe in the process, and make sure that you focus on being independently financially abundant, okay? So like I said, this is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, you're going to have to go on to bloomingwoman.com, which is inside of the description box below. And there you can schedule a personal reading with me, a love reading, career reading, or a specific question, a guidance reading, anything. So let's see what we have for let's go ahead and see what we have for the water element. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. What is the major guidance for water elements? And this is going to be Pisces, Scorpio, and this is going to be Pisces, this is going to be Scorpios, this is going to be your Cancers, okay? What is the major guidance for you guys as a collective? too many cards. Wow. Okay, you guys also got major guidance to focus on abundance as well, but in a different aspect. Okay, you guys are having to be focused on abundance, and not just like what is your material wealth, but how you feel wealthy inside in order to attract wealth to you. Okay, so don't feel like you're poor, don't feel like you lack anything, as opposed to feeling like you lack something in life, as opposed to feeling like you need something in life. It's about making sure that you feel abundant inside of you. That way, abundance knows that you have that energy ready to accept the abundance to you, okay? So that's what that's about. You guys should be focusing on making your desires come true. This is what you guys are already focusing on for the rest of the month, okay? However, you guys have to really, really, really focus on devotion as well, okay? You have to focus on staying committed to love. Some of you, I am picking up on, because now all these messages are coming on over other than just like your major like guidance card, like whole messages are coming up now. So some of you guys are dealing with relationships, and you're being asked to hold strength and to devote yourself completely and commit to the love, like commit all the way. Some of you who are in relationships, okay, this is for all of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Some of you who are in relationships and you have one foot out the door and one foot in the door, and you're messing with somebody, you're being told to go all the way in, because I'm feeling like you are ready to commit, but there's a part of you that's a little bit fearful. There's a part of you that might be a little bit doubtful because of something from the past. So make sure that you pull up that strength to devote yourself to love and commit and open your heart and let that love in, okay? Also, you guys are supposed to focus on abundance and creating abundance for yourself by feeling wealthy on the inside, because you guys got Lakshmi coming in, which is the goddess of abundance, but she is about feeling abundance on the inside to attract wealth from the outside in, okay? You also have Lilith, which is the first woman, and that is about basically making your desires come true. It's about whatever it is that you want, go get it. If you want that girl, if you want that guy, go get it. If you want that dream job, if you want that thing in your life, do it. It's up to you to take that action. It's up to you to go after your desires. It's also about accessing a situation in your life for the next couple of weeks, accessing a situation in your life and understanding, is this situation desirable to you? Does it fulfill your desires? Is it making you feel good in the right way? Is it making you feel good or not? And if it isn't making you feel good, then release it. Okay. You guys also are having the message, lots of messages for your water sign. You guys are also having that message to make sure that you've paid attention to the words that you're speaking to yourself. Make sure that you pay attention to that, because every word that you speak to yourself is basically programming your mind. So if you're only saying horrible things to yourself, then eventually that's just the record. That's what's going to be playing over and over again. And that's what you're going to basically start to believe. Okay. So pay attention to the words that you're saying to yourself. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next one. So I did fire. I did fire. I did air, earth, and water. Okay, so I did all of them. Sorry, guys. And I think this light is so bright. It's not even, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, this was the collective reading for the from the 15th all the way to the 30th, okay? This was the collective reading. If you're tuning in right now in the live and you missed it, just rewind to the beginning and you'll be able to see everything, okay? So this is the collective reading. And once again, I do have products on my website now. For those of you who are interested, go to bloomingwoman.com and you can purchase things through there. Now, I will be back as usual to do your monthlies where I go from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I will be back to do your entire monthlies, okay? This was just a message to you guys because next week, like I said, is going to be a little bit crazy, okay? So that is all the advice and all of the intuitive messages and guidances that was needed for you, whoever came and saw this video. It's because you were meant to cross paths with this video and you were drawn to this video. So take what resonated with you and leave what doesn't. If you want a personal reading, you can schedule that on my website at bloomingwoman.com. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to everyone. Welcome to the new ones. Shout out to everybody and all of the rooted members. If you type in Kepri in your search emojis, you will be able to have a new emoji pop up. Shout out to Blind Guy, his wife, and their life. Beautiful channel. Melanated Royalty, Lovely Nubian Queen, Gazelle Moore, and Gail Laquette, and Touch of Midas, and Superman Kick-Ass, okay? And yeah, I'll see you all inside of the next video. And stay tuned. In the future, I will bring somebody in so that we can learn African zodiac signs, okay? Much love to you and bye-bye.